Over the last month, March 2022, the world has become incredibly unstable related to weather, Mother Nature, and we will be showing more of this a little bit later. It is a brand new week. It's Monday, the 28th of March 2022. A very warm welcome to the channel as always. Thank you for some of the new subscribers, but for those people who have subscribed, please check the subscription because it's still going down and I got no reason why. Let's have a look at the Three Gorges Dam. We've got lots to cover today. We've got some can I say disasters, we've got the weather, we've got the China weather, we've got the central weather, we've got questions, and we've got some sanctions, or how sanctions are working in Russia. Levels, first of all, looks like this. Okie dokie, here we go with the levels for today. Kutan has gone down 165.92, but the Three Gorges Reservoir has gone up to 165.57. So that has risen by maybe 20 centimeters, maybe because of the heavy rain earlier upstream near Kutan, and now it's come downstream to the actual reservoir or the Three Gorges Dam. The levels are, or the inflow and the outflow. Inflow is 6,400 and the outflow is 7,820. And with that, let's have a look at the weather for you for the next couple of days, or about 45 seconds worth of weather. Now, I do have two comments for today, and I'm going to leave this as an open forum, and you can put in a message in the comment form below. This is from Earth. Is the electricity still being controlled by blackouts? How does that bode for 5G, a known power hog? China, near enough in most big cities, first of all, you can use 5G from Chongqing to Shanghai. Is it really worth it? Well, 4G in this country, for example, in the city center goes at 200 Mbps. Yeah? And in China, the top speed for 5G is 500 Mbps. Do you really need 500? 200 for me is fine. At home I have 100 and I can watch Netflix, I can download and upload pretty fast with those kind of speeds. In America, they do have faster 5G, granted, but you have to be really close, and they use the high tendency for 5G, so it goes at 1,400 Mbps. I really didn't know if it's a power hog. 5G for me is just a complete waste of time anyhow. 6G is going to be the king, and hopefully this is going to be developed and licensed by Nokia in Norway, who did 4G, and 4G is still king. 5G is sort of like, well, it's there, but you don't really need it for our use. Whew. Another question from, who's this one from? Blake, 46. You don't know what dam, where the sludge is coming from. How do you know even if it was China or some other country? Well, all the water for the China comes from Tibet. This is why, one of the reasons why China did invade Tibet in the 1940s or during World War II, not too sure. I'm just thinking of 7 years in Tibet at the moment for that one. And that's where it comes from. None of the water in China comes from another country, possibly maybe from a smaller country like Afghanistan or to the northwest, it could be in Russia, but most of the water does come from Tibet. Again, if you do have any comments, let me know with that one. Every day in the news, this is really going off topic, you hear about the sanctions and what's happening in the Ukraine. But I did find this Russian couple, non-political, just went into a supermarket. And if I remember, I'll put the link in the description below. It did have over 1 million views for this one. And just how Russia life is today, just for the normal Russian person, whatever their POV, point of view is with the situation. And the question is, are these sanctions working? And in the video, I haven't got it in my clip, but if you do watch the clip, it actually quotes, most of the products come from China. Now, what's happening in the world related to weather? March hasn't been a very good month for weather, not just in China, but around the world. And what I've done here is just collect some small samples, some small clips of some extreme weather which has happened near enough all around the world. And I think we should feel darn lucky, really lucky, that this hasn't happened to us. And it's a time that we should actually pray for these people, because it's not their fault. They're just normal people like you and I who have been affected. Why has the weather turned so badly March 2022 in so many different places? Who knows? One person does, that we pray to every day. Let's have a look at this. Now, first of all, we're going to go to Tunisia, and you can see some floods there with a water spout coming out. Central Africa has problems as well with floods. So you can see some of the floods there, and how it's upsetting people's normal daily life is just a crying shame. Australia, that has been inundated with floods so far this year, and here is a tornado. Spain has been with floods, that's been in the news quite often. You can see how life is there. Ecuador, whoa, look at that. This is only in the last week or so in March. We go to Russia, look at the wind. Look how strong the wind is here. Bam. In Guatemala, in Central America, this volcano erupted. We have Paraguay, look at the floods there. And again, how it just upsets people's lives, turning lives upside down. It's a crying shame. India, a water spout here, a typhoon, a hurricane, whatever you want to call these kind of things, just happening. And what are the reasons for it? Taiwan had an earthquake, a 6.7, not so long ago, this month. We go back to India, another typhoon here in the central plains, so to speak. India is a really big country. It doesn't look it, but it is absolutely massive there. We can go back to Spain. This is the dam that opened the Sluice gate, which is in the title. The Philippines is another one, and this is the big volcano in Bantayas, I think it is. And you can see that this is forming a cloud, and this is not common in the Philippines, but it seems to happen every decade or so. So this is life as we know it. If you go back like 20 years or something like that, did we have these serious problems with the world? It felt like once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, these kind of things happened. And now it seems to happen on a more common basis. There's got to be a reason for it. And with that, let's have a look at the weather for the whole of China, not just the Central Plains or the Yangtze Basin. Looks like this. Moving away into the brighter side of life, I do have many viewers who keep asking me about Tokyo, the cutest cat in the world. Yes, my lovely cat. I don't know where he is at the moment, but I did capture this on video yesterday, which would be March the 27th. And this is just a small snippet, but I will be showing the full version of this on the 29th. And here's Tokyo taking a break in the summer as it was baking hot yesterday. He just needed to stretch out. Have a look. And that brings us to a close on Monday the 28th of March 2022. A quick reminder that if you do want to buy one of the mugs, they haven't been selling well quite recently, but I did speak to the supplier in Florida yesterday. So $15. We want to sell as many as possible because then the money can be sent over to me here, which would possibly be $300, $400, $500, something like that. I'm not too sure. And that money is not going into my back pocket. It's going to help an orphanage here in Cambodia, in the Siam Reap. The children who don't have their mum and dads because of what happened, you could say, even about 20 years ago. Another, again, crying shame. So we're not giving the money to the orphanage. We're going to go and buy some clothes, like t-shirts, some slippers, and a big bag or bags of rice, like a 20-kilo bag times 5 or something. Really depends on the money, really depends on your support. I know times are tough, and I'm only asking the people who can afford to buy one. It's only $15 using the advertising of only, and that's all I'm going to say. A like, subscribe, and a share, and share with your friends, and tell your friends to share on social media would help my channel really grow. Have a happy day wherever you are in the world, and enjoy this week. Bye-bye, and please spare a moment for the peoples whose lives have been turned upside down, and realize, or take a step back sometimes, and realize how lucky we are that we have the luxuries in life. It may not feel like a luxury, but compared to other people in certain situations around the world, it really is. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.